Not everything that works in marketing is trackable. And once you accept that, traditional media starts to make a whole lot more sense. Digital marketing is incredible. The targeting, the tracking, the optimization, the ability to see results almost instantly. There's a reason so many budgets moved so heavily toward digital. But somewhere along the way, we started confusing measurable with valuable. And that's where traditional media still has a place. Before I worked on the fully digital side of marketing, I spent about 5 years in ad sales at a newspaper. And if you've ever been in that world, you know the conversation. We talked with clients about readership, circulation, impressions, traffic. Behavioral targeting on yahoo.com was like a very big deal at the time. But media buyers and agencies didn't really love us because eventually they'd ask, what can you actually prove? And the honest answer was usually circulation, readership, impressions, maybe some clicks on our ads, not on your website. There was no clean attribution, no neat dashboards, no clear line from ad to sale. And I get that was frustrating. But even back then, I could see something happening that never showed up in the reports. Brands that showed up consistently in print felt established. They felt familiar. They felt trusted. They felt local. And that effect didn't disappear just because digital got better. People still live in the real world. They drive past billboards. They hear radio ads. They notice print pieces and sponsorships. But when they're not paying close attention, familiarity is being built. And that's what traditional media does very well. It creates presence. It puts your brand in places people already trust. It makes you less risky. It signals that you're not brand new and you're not going anywhere. And that matters, especially for high commitment decisions. If you're buying a t-shirt, probably not. But if you're choosing a home service company, a medical provider, a financial service, or anything tied to your home, safety, family, money, people want reassurance. They want stability. They want to feel like other people have chosen you before them. They've already been vetted, in a sense. Traditional media helps them do that, quietly, over time. Now, that doesn't mean traditional media replaces digital. Not even close. Digital is still the engine. It's where people research, compare, read reviews, click ads, fill out forms. But traditional media often makes digital work better. Someone sees your name in print, hears it on the radio, then later they see a Google ad or a social post. That click didn't come from traditional media, but it probably didn't happen without it either. And that's the part that never shows up neatly in attribution reports. Traditional media's job isn't to close. Its job is to warm the ground, to lower resistance, to create recognition, to make the digital interaction feel familiar and safe instead of risky. That's why I'm still a believer in a good media mix. Not digital or traditional, but using each where it actually does its best work. Traditional media still works because people still do, and trust is built long before the click. Once you stop expecting every channel to prove itself individually in the same exact way, traditional media makes a whole lot more sense. This Might Be Wrong is available on YouTube and wherever you get your podcasts.